Hey everybody, we're from AstartesGaming here, back with another episode of our King of Dragon Pass Let's Play. So, I think today we want to try to go after that hero quest. I just noticed that we have 1,111 people in our clan. That's funny. Anywho, yeah, I wanted to do some hero questing today. And maybe some more raids. We really need to start pressing the issue against the Moldings. We need to get them out of here because we're starting to get a few other enemies in the area. The Nari have attacked us, the Brown Boar have attacked us, the Assaulting I think have attacked us, the Apple have as well. So there's like, you know, 4 factions around us that have been attacking us aside from the Moldings, and I'd like to deal with them sooner rather than later. So let's actually... we'll just raid them right now since we can't do any harvesting during this time of year, so send our usual more or less everybody. We're gonna ask the Badger to join us. We'll see how this goes. Oh, the weather held us back. The Bachati have a new chief, Brandig. He is known for his reverence to the deities and his liking for rich clothing. Their former chief, Aski, died of fright when ghosts overran their Tula. Alright, a very strange group of explorers comes to your Tula. They're looking for something called an inn and want to know if you can change the gold coins of the Northern Empire into silver ones. They seem also to be requesting your hospitality for the night. Along with a strangely attired Vengan warrior, there's a duck, a dragon newt, and 2 very strange beings. A tall human with skin darker than you've seen on any man before, and an inhuman beast man, the like of which you've never laid eyes on. He looks like a tapir. Yeah, he totally does. And there's a dragon newt. I don't know that we've seen them before. What's everybody say? They are weird and troubling. We owe it to our neighbors to kill them? I don't think so. Bad King Urgrain employed weird outcasts such as these to punish members of his tribe who spoke out against him. These are all beyond the law. These are all beyond the protection of the law. They will behave wrongly, or Lanth would want us to kill them. These are outcasts and freebooters of the sort who call themselves adventurers. They are not to be trusted. We could stand to increase our wealth so that we can trade more cows. We could stand... I don't want to kill them. There's an Orlanthi among them, so we must treat them all as Orlanthi. I agree with that. I mean, they're looking for an inn. These guys don't know what an inn is, but obviously we do. And so we know that they're just looking for somebody to exchange currency and then somewhere to sleep. We'll give them hospitality. These guests don't know the rules of hospitality. The Beastman fondles married women in an untoward way. The Dragon Newt flings darts at one of your sheep and chuckles in a demented manner. When urged to teach her companions how to act, the Vengan threatens you. In that case, we're going to drive them off. Yeah, let's drive them off. They fought back with odd and powerful magics. Although we were merely fighting to get rid of them, they struck to kill. We lost a warrior, and 4 others were injured. The strange group soon gave up and retreated in a disorderly fashion. Okay, so we were wrong to try to help them. Far be it from me for trying to do the right thing. He has no specific advice to give, okay. Alright, well, I'm gonna go for that raid again. Let's see if we get lucky this time. Uh-oh, why do we have so few weapon things? Are they out and about? Or are they just all dead? I'm gonna recruit as many as we can. And then, we'll go ahead and try this again. I'm gonna send... oh wow, where'd they come from? They must have come back from something, I don't know what though. Okay, we'll try this again. Got through that time. Oh, wow. Let's burn their steads. We'll try to drive them out here. We burned 3 steads before the Moldings mustered enough warriors to force battle. We had to maneuver under a deadly rain of arrows. Hirotal catches a glimpse of his friend Kenstrel confronting enemy weapon thanes. They are too far away for him to intervene, and in another second, he falls, horribly injured. Then the molding thanes disappear into the melee. What should he do? Lead our warriors to victory. Swift and sure as Orlanth himself, he led our warriors against the enemy. He was strong when we needed resolve, quick when we needed speed. So we only had 2 wounded to their 3 wounded, but we burned 8 more steads on top of the 3 we already burned. We took 9 cows and only the 2 wounded, so our herders were, oh damn it, the apple are stealing our cows. Let's look at the raid thing again. I'd like to just keep pressing these guys and get rid of them if we can. We'll burn all their steads to the ground and see if they decide to stay. And that should be more than enough. I'll use some magic because they are bringing a slightly larger army this time. And yeah, let's go for it. Oh wow. We burned 3 steads before they mustered enough warriors to force battle. They charged right into the trap we laid for them. There was a bloody battle. Our magic threw them into confusion. After we drove them off the battlefield, we burned 3 more steads. Our share of plunder was 15 cows and 14 horses. With their careful attention, our auxiliaries kept 2 warriors from dying. So we had 0 casualties, inflicted, over 100? Yeah, over 100 casualties to them, on top of burning like 6 steads. And then last time around we burnt like 11, so wow. I don't know how many steads they have left, but we've dealt a pretty mighty blow to them. And sacred time again, so we're going to allocate 1 magic to everything as usual. We'll leave 7 in reserve, and maybe do some hero questing. Let's look at the map. They are still there, so next fire season, or this fire season I should say, we're going to continue to, take it to them, and hopefully we can drive them off. Once we're done with them, I think we'll set our sights on the apple, since we're openly feuding with them. The Nari and the Brownborg take occasional shots at us, but these guys are openly attacking us, so they're our first concern. These 2 can be dealt with later. So, let's see. Who can we... let's send an emissary to, like, maybe the Gorand or somebody. That was the first one I saw. But I'd like to have some more allies if we can. Making clear wine, huh? They'd be good to trade with. Is Intigarn the best? Best at bargaining. He's also... No, there is somebody better at custom. Yeah, he is. I'm going to send a couple footmen along with him, and our goal is to propose an alliance. Let's give them some food, because we have a ton. I'll give them like 30 food. And I think that'll be enough. Derek, a prosperous herdsman from the Molding clan, has come as an emissary from his clan leaders. He has gifts for you. He says they are worth 23 cows altogether. What do these guys say? They seek to make amends for past damages. Shall we feast with them or push our claims? I'm tempted to push our claims. Sorry, is this a trick question of some kind? Take the gifts. It would be generous to give them a reciprocal gift. Let's see. I don't like accepting gifts right before I attack people. I'm gonna refuse the gifts and then continue our raiding of them. Some said he was offended, while others said he was afraid. Well, he would be right to be afraid. Okay, he's still out and about. Oh, we need to keep exploring. No, we don't want to send Intigarn. We'll send you. Although I would be pretty disappointed if we ended up losing him. let's go scout. Your emissary, Jarasar, approaches the Gorins seeking to negotiate an alliance with them. First, he presents the gifts we sent. The Gorins are most pleased with the gifts we presented to them. Our powerful magic will sway him. Okay. Well, then let's use that. He seems to know all about this guy, and I don't know any better, so I'm going to go with his suggestion here. Their chief, Brandgor, agreed that our two clans should be allies. The alliance we make today is a tribute to our Lanthan and Arnalda, he said. Cool. Oh, we need more farmers. Slaughtering some of our herd or reducing our fields. Let's recruit some farmers. I think that would be a good idea. We'll recruit from our distant kin, some vagabonds. I'm not going to do nearby clans, but I'll offer them land and a sheep. Your explorers returned to report an encounter with very strange foreigners. The foreigners wore odd cloths and spoke in a peculiar way. They were warriors and showed no fear when they met our explorers. They identified themselves as the Black Horse Troop and said they served a hero named Sir Ethilrist. The strangest thing about them, though, was their horses. Examined up close, these weren't horses at all, but grotesque and monstrous beasts, possibly things of chaos. Although we could stand to improve our relations with our neighbors, they may be skeptical of our warnings. We owe these foreigners nothing. Okay, that seems to be the consensus. He who chases the wolf before it howls feels its bite. Foreigners will know new jokes. I am tired of the old ones. I think we should just leave well enough alone. A bold young warrior named Hengal seeks a duel with a champion of your clan. Rumor has it that the Thousand Sons clan is home to many skillful warriors. I have come all the way from the holy country in search of worthy opponents. For in my homeland none can match me. Are your warriors as brave as they say? I say let's allow the duel, but we're gonna disallow magic. And I'm going to use... Oh, I thought he was renowned in combat. Shoot. He's renowned in combat. But he's also my trickster. He would be the least costly to lose. Let's see. He accepted his challenge. They rent the air with blood-boiling battle whoops and then settled down into the serious business of fighting. They were closely matched, and the bout went on for what seemed hours. They circled, feinted, and parried their way around the dueling ground. The onlookers, hushed in awe, heard only the grunting and sword clangs of the fight. Finally, our champion pressed a slight advantage, and Hengal fell to his knees, speaking the traditional words of surrender. Cool. So we got some morale there. That's good. Fire season. Time for some more raids. So once again, we're going to attack the molding. Gonna send not quite everybody, but we'll send a lot of people. And we're going to ask the fire courts to join us this time. I think this time we're just going to... Should we go for the plunder or should we go for some kills? I say we go for the kills. And we're just going to try to outmaneuver them. Alright, so they tried to hold us off with missile fire. We used the train to our advantage and fell on their flanks. Fierce fighting ensued. Their magic confused and confounded our warriors. Oh, we lost? How did we lose? We actually dealt more casualties out to them, but we ended up losing that battle. They asked for the usual ransom, 80 cows. I'm going to decline and hit them again. The wolf? The wolf are our allies. We got some new farmers, though. I'm going to raid them again. And we're going to hit them brutally hard this time. Can't believe the wolf attacked us. I'm gonna ask the badger for help then. I'm gonna use 2 magic here. I'm gonna kill as many as possible and try to outmaneuver them again. What? Oh my god. Although the moldings tried to hold us off with missile fire, we used terrain to our advantage and fell on their flanks. The fighting was fierce. Our magic blew away theirs, but they were able to rally. How are they... I have to pay them. I mean... There goes like our whole herd. And someone else attacked us. Great. Okay, well, no more raiding during Earth season. I can't believe we lost that. We had them so badly outnumbered, and we had magic on our side. I don't know about that. RNG really came back to bite us in the ass there. I'm gonna recruit some more of these guys. Okay, typical harvest. The white horses have a new chief, Orendal. He is known for his stinginess and his fear of snakes. Okay. Well, this has not gone well for us at all. It's, excuse me, dark season. Let's send an emissary to the wolf and see what's going on with them. I don't like that they're starting to raid us. Could ask the brown boars for some cows. Let's do that. We're gonna ask for cattle. And I'm gonna send Mr. Custom. His mission to the brown boars is stopped by a group of coarse-looking bandits. His escort is slightly outnumbered. What should he do? Go ahead and bargain with them. It seems to me that we can just take whatever you have, not just paltry amount you offer. Save himself and his escort. Let's try to take them out. The bandits proved to be more full of talk than fight. Jarasar and his escort struck down several and scattered the rest. They continued their journey to the Brown Boar clan. The customary number of cows granted by obligation is 20, so we'll just ask for 20. And they gave them to us. Oh no! We're getting attacked by trolls. I'm gonna make a sacrifice here. I'm hesitant to use the magic, but we're just gonna try to drive them off and maybe skirmish with them. Trolls attacked while we were still sacrificing. We harassed them with slings and arrows as they charged, but it did little good. The fighting was fierce. Our magic blew away theirs. We didn't use any magic, so that's interesting. It's like they used negative magic. But they were able to rally. We were forced off the battlefield. I don't understand how we keep losing, especially with the amount of casualties we're dealing. They took 23 of our cows and 3 horses, so the cows that we asked for all got stolen. We're having a rough go of it this episode. A strange malady grips several of your weapon thanes. Each is suddenly stricken with a fit of palsy, causing them to drop their swords or other heavy items. The fits arrive with no warning and last for anywhere from a few minutes to several hours. Some of the weapon thanes think they are brought on by strenuous exercise. The malady most often strikes those sparring on your clan's training ground. Use trickster magic to divert bad spirits. He seems convinced of his ability to do so. Let's see. Be grave offense to... Yeah, let's not do that. Shamans are sometimes hard to find. They don't want to sacrifice. I'll give him a shot. He said he successfully sent them away, but it cost me a bunch of magic. Okay. Well, we're getting near to the end of the episode here. Our raiding hasn't gone so well. Our cows, or our cattle herd is nearly gone. We're gonna need to trade a bit. We'll trade with the badger. And I'm gonna send... Who's the best bargainer we have? It's... What's his name? The young guy, him. We'll send him to sell food and goods and buy cattle. And I'm gonna give him a couple more footmen to guard him. And hopefully he's successful. Actually, I'll send out another one. We'll let Oranda go to... We'll send her to the fire courts. And we'll have her sell goods for cattle. Let's see how that goes. Caravan is back from the Badgers. We traded 50 bushels of food and 40 cows worth of goods for 69 cattle. The Badgers are more fortified than we are. Uh-oh. Our mood and our morale went down. Led by Hindala, a respected Carl, the women of the clan reproached the ring for costly blunders, battles and raids. Even victorious raids have killed so many husbands and sons that the women do not know how they will raise their families. We have taken care of our homes and our fields. You have not taken care of our husbands, says Hindala. If things do not improve, we may have to return to our original clans, much as we hate that idea. Let's see. Hindala is insolent and deserves no respect, but I admit that treating her as she deserves won't solve our problem. We must act decisively, or at least give that appearance. Let's see, fresh blood wouldn't hurt. The precedents are ambiguous, but that means we can support several possible solutions. A marriage contest, joint households. I don't remember any of this from the sagas. The women will not be the only ones suffering if we don't have enough men to care for the fields. We must act. Who's Garneth? Let's send somebody to the Holy Country to seek some former kinsmen. It was agreed that Garneth would travel to the clan's old home and inquire whether any bachelors from our old clan wished to join us in the north with a gift of land and a starter herd. Uh-oh, suddenly there are snakes everywhere. They are in the grain bins, under beds, in the rafters. They crawl into any open space. They scare the cattle. This is worse than a nuisance, it's a plague. What's everybody suggest? Orlanth is famed for slaying dragons. Snakes are like dragons. Honor Orlanth and he will slay these snakes. Just make them go away, okay. Whatever you do, don't listen to the trickster. The stories say Arnalda protects us from snakes. Interesting, okay. We might want to sacrifice her to her then. Orlanth once slew a snake which seemed to threaten Arnalda. She was vexed, for the serpent was a gift from her sisters. I don't know. Arnalda maintains dominion over snakes and other creatures that crawl upon the earth. We must petition her for relief from this plague. I think we're going to go with Arnalda. And the snakes went away, cool. That worked out well. We are in the process of buying some cattle. However, I think we're about out of time, so I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, don't forget to like and subscribe. Please feel free to share my videos however you guys see fit, and I will see you guys back here for the next part of our King of Dragon Pass Let's Play.